Hello everybody, what is going on? It is your boy C4 here, aka your fantasy guru, and today we're bringing you the top 3 sleeper wide receivers for this upcoming fantasy football season. If you haven't checked out, I've already done the bust and musts for the wide receiver position, as well as the bust, must, and sleepers for quarterback and running back. So if you haven't checked those out, do that right now. But today we're here to break down 3 sleepers, if you could call them that, for the upcoming season at the wide receiver position. At number 3, I have him away at number 3 just because sleeper is, stretching it just a little bit. But because of production last year, the rookie fantasy guys, you might not see him on your your top 50 positional rankings because he didn't play a whole lot. And that is Randall Cobb. He only played 4 games last year, 433 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 31 receptions. And he's the kind of guy that, if you're playing in an inexperienced league, guys that, are kind of using the predetermined rankings from NFL.com, if that's what you're using, Randall Cobb could be down there because his stats, obviously, he missed a whole lot of time. But if you really break that down, 4 games started, that's average at a touchdown and 100 yards a game and almost 6 receptions. He's going to blow up. He could very well be a top 5 wide receiver this year statistically, and there's a pretty good chance you get him in like round 5 or 6, even in the best of leagues. So he's going to be an absolute steal. He's definitely going to, I can see right now, bold prediction, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 80 plus receptions. He's going to be an absolute stud. He can very well, you probably can draft him as a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, and he has all the potential to be a true dominant wide receiver number 1. So that's why he's there. But personally, for the veterans of fantasy football, sleeper's a stretch because everyone knows Randall Cobb is a very, very good playmaker. Number 2, Emmanuel stepping into the Eric Decker role in that Denver Broncos offense, coming over from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last year, 740 yards, 6 touchdowns, 67 receptions. Just his upside. Obviously, he's not going to be used probably as much as Wes Welker or Demaryius Thomas, but, someone has to get all those yards. Peyton Manning plans on throwing 4,000 yards. Emmanuel Sanders could be there, very well be a sleeper for an easy 1,000 yards, upside of 10 touchdowns. I think his receptions aren't going to be 67, might be a little bit lower this year, maybe around the 40 to 50 range, because obviously he's not going to be the number 1 threat. But with guys double-teaming Demaryius Thomas and Wes Welker in the slot, there's going to be balls available for him. So he can very well be a guy that, slips a little bit, get him around, just round 10 in some leagues, between that round 6 and 10 range, depending on, what your draft is like. He's going to be an absolute sleeper. A guy that's going to be able to pick up Eric Decker's production in an Peyton Manning offense. Very, very appealing wide receiver right there. And number 1, of course, a little bit Eagle bias, but I mean, someone's got to have to pick up this production, and that is Jerry Maclin of the Philadelphia Eagles. Missed all last year with an ACL, but the year before, 850 yards, 7 touchdowns, 69 receptions in Andy Reid's offense. Deshaun Jackson now gone. Someone has to pick up that production. I think, personally, Jeremy Maclin is going to be an absolute lock for at least 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Receptions, not so exactly sure yet, but I think that it would actually be, you can model what Deshaun's stat line was last year. Deshaun Jackson had 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns, 82 receptions. I can very well see Jerry Maclin picking up all that production. Maybe not as many yards because he's not as much of a burner, big play, explosive threat as Deshaun was. But, double digit for touchdowns for sure for Jerry Maclin. And a lot of guys, like I said, what with the Randall Cobb, where people might just use the automatic rankings and off last year's stats. He didn't play last year, so he could, very well slip past a lot of the rounds where he should be taken. Realistically, Jerry Maclin should probably be taken between rounds 7-9, round 7-9 before round 10, I would say. He's going to be an absolute steal this year. Obviously, Chip Kelly's going to get him involved a lot. All reports from camp, as an Eagles fan, say that he's good. No signs of fatigue, or he doesn't look. None of those things where you get an ACL and you don't look like the same type of player. Everyone says he looks, back to old, and that's only a good sign for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think Jerry Maclin will be the sleeper wide receiver for this year. But there we go, guys. Let me know who you think will be the top sleepers for wide receiver position in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to Beast Mode TV for more fantasy help. Until next time, guys, it is your boy C4 saying peace